I feel like I've never been more dedicated as I am these days. I've always been dedicated to reach my goals, but I've never had this much passion for a project. Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are. I hope you have been healthy, and I hope you all drink enough water and get enough sleep. Yes, I'm looking at you. I'm in your walls. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this topic because creating YouTube videos let it change my life in many aspects, so let's get started. I've had this idea that I want to start a YouTube channel in the back of my mind for like almost 2 years, and then I went on a hiatus for 6 months because life happened, you know. If I had been more disciplined and if I had had more willpower, I wouldn't even have stopped for a moment, but I went through some shit and didn't even have the energy to record and edit, so maybe that's okay. I got up and kept moving forward like you know who. But taking a break actually helped because I've gained more clarity and have improved a lot. As you can see, I started with manifestation and LOA content, and now I'm here making videos about anime and art, though I still sprinkle some spirituality in my videos. If you're someone who wants to start a channel, then I think it's time to actually take your first step. Don't wait. Personally, when I hesitate on or about something, I always regret it later that I haven't started it earlier. You definitely don't have to rush, just take baby steps, but remember that time won't wait for you. Okay, so now I'm going to list the points or aspects of how being dedicated to creating videos and uploading them on YouTube actually changed my life and even me as a person in a better direction, even if I have less than 50 subscribers at the moment. And if by the end of the video I could motivate or inspire you at least a little bit in some way, then I'm really grateful. Thank you. First of all, I regained my passion. I've always been quite passionate about the things I love, like art, music, animation, manifestation, manga, anime, blah blah blah. I had a little depressed period that lasted from last December until about February this year. Besides that, I've experienced a little burnout in my life for the first time ever, and it was weird because I never would have thought that I will ever experience feeling burnt out. Like me, with all these interests and hobbies, no way. But I guess I had to experience it, and looking back, I think it's better that I got to know this feeling because it was a learning opportunity and it forced me to reflect on my emotions, journal, and do some shadow work. I took a break from work and everything. After a long time of not watching any anime, I rewatched Boku no Hero Academia. I wouldn't have thought that it was going to be the thing that makes me regain my passion. Anime is insane, bruh. 2. I gained clarity. I just knew and know that I want to create. In the first half of the year, I was still making manifestation content, but what matters is that I finally continued uploading on YouTube, even if not too consistently because I was busy with other projects. Around June, I had a turning point regarding my channel. I think this is a little bit divine because suddenly, out of nowhere, I knew what kind of content I wanted to make. I really like spiritual stuff, manifestation, and LOA content, but I feel like there are many people who can talk about these topics more professionally and in a better way than me. My way is rather to create art and animation. I had this idea that I can combine drawing, painting, and animating with talking about topics I like. I just have to do it in a smart way. I mean, I'm not a fan of the just niche down bro approach. I have also learned a lot about this topic the past few weeks, especially from Danko. He's an amazing creator. Check out his videos if you would like to. He says that the niche is you, and that's so true. Just because I changed the group of topics I talk about in my videos, that doesn't mean I won't ever talk about manifestation or spiritual stuff in my videos ever again. I still do. I'm just doing it in a different way, and the emphasis is rather on other themes. I don't want to limit myself. We just have to find creative and clever ways to combine topics we're passionate about. So if you're hesitating about what niche you want to choose for your channel, just start talking about stuff you're interested in, have enough knowledge on, about themes you love. It's not that complicated. I mean, of course you don't want to make videos about fishing one day and then about nail tech the next. My advice would be to choose a group of topics that correlate or can be connected to each other somehow, and then combine them in your own unique way. The next thing is that I became more disciplined. I've been practicing discipline for years, and I have mentioned a lot of times that discipline is way more important than motivation, because if you are disciplined enough, you will do the work even when you don't feel like doing anything at all, when you have zero motivation. You just know you have to do it because your future depends on it. In the beginning, I was not disciplined enough to make videos at least once every 3 weeks. I found excuses not to be consistent. Yes, I was busy and all, but somehow I still could have, or rather should have, made time. When I realized that this thing I want to create can hold much more power than I had thought before, I started to take YouTube more seriously. I studied a bit of SEO, how to make better thumbnails and titles. I started to write actual scripts instead of just notes. I mean, the first normal script I wrote was for this video. But at least I've learned something again. By taking these things more seriously, I became more disciplined. The third point is that I added new elements to my skill set. I like editing in Premiere Pro, and I've noticed that ever since I started this channel, my editing skills have improved a lot. I have learned new tricks, faster ways to edit footage and sound, adding captions to my videos. I'm doing this in case you don't understand something because of my weird-ass pronunciation. As I've mentioned, I have made some research regarding SEO, good YouTube titles, thumbnails, descriptions, and so on. By writing and talking in English, my language skills have probably also improved a bit. At least I hope so. If you start a YouTube channel, as time passes, you will realize that you've gained a whole new skill set that can be very beneficial for you on the long run. These skills are always on high demand. The next thing is that I became more patient. Consistently making and uploading videos is not easy. If you see no to little results, it can be very discouraging and frustrating. But please don't give up, because if you have faith in yourself, even if no one else has, it will pay off. The energy you put into something will always come back to you in some way, sometimes doubled. I refuse to give up on this. I have started something meaningful and I don't want to abandon it. I don't want to stop because I've already come far. I'm the kind of person who can't sit straight for a second. If I want to have or want to make something, I want it right now. But uploading on my channel has taught me to be more patient. And I'm grateful because even if the results are small, they are still visible. I think we all have to learn how to be a little more patient and grateful. So the fifth thing having a YouTube channel has taught me is to give value. I've always considered giving value to others in any kind of way an important part of my life. Ever since I was a kid, I just knew I wanted to give and create, even if it's tiny or hardly visible. By animating in a movie, I added something to the culture of my country. By painting backgrounds in anime, I contributed in creating meaningful entertainment to people who enjoy this art form. Saying it this way sounds a bit cocky, but I've worked so hard since I was a uni student. These are not huge achievements, but at least I could take part in meaningful projects. This time, the project is fully mine. I feel like I've gained enough information and knowledge to share it with others. This is selfish but selfless at the same time. Like, yes, I'm doing it for myself, but I want to give value to others as well. I'm still trying to find myself through this journey, and probably I still haven't come far from the start line, but I never want to stop learning. If I stop learning, my mind is basically dead. I believe that by creating videos, I can give more value to people than I have before, especially if it reaches a bigger audience. So now that I said this, it's time for you to subscribe. I think that's all I wanted to tell for now. I know I still have so much to learn, so if you have any suggestions or tips on how I could improve and make better content, please don't hesitate to write it down in the comment section. I accept constructive criticism. Also, I've been making content for over a year now, so I have to tell that if you truly want to start a channel, you must be really patient, especially if you choose topics that aren't very mainstream. I believe in divine timing. I'm literally the most impatient person ever, so this coming from me means something, okay? I haven't given up and I won't, because I have faith and I just know one day it will pay off, period. Thank you very much for watching or listening or both. Take care. Love and peace.